Alright, what's going on everybody here at YouTube? It's your boy King Gabe back once again. So now I've shown shown my I know it's been so long since I didn't know what to call it. Share with you the ending of Grumpy Cat review. Anyway, well right now let's talk about Yumeko issue 6 now. Yeah, last comic update was talking about issue 5 and a few things that would be to come after. So now we've got issue 6 officially written out here and everything, and gonna go on and get right into discussing that there. So as you know, back in issue 5, the issue 5 had the whole thing with Hiko being really hyped up. The video games, trying to prepare breakfast. Then there was the introduction of Sakura and Damon over in Sakura entering Barnhart City, and over in Elmer City we had Damon being briefly shown. And then we have the attack from Punibion, which is where we're at now at the beginning of issue 6, picking up right where issue 5 left off. Brownny is all armored up to face Punibion. Well, actually, the 3 mechanical monsters that Punibion has: Paper Eater, Space Bite, and the Monster Turtle. Brownny's got his armor suit on there, like what I showed you when I was talking about issue 5. The Astrobot, which would be the base design. Excuse me there. What I was going to use for Brownny's battle suit, as well as Paper Eater and Space Bite. So yeah, he goes into battle with them. He starts off firing a muzzle at both Paper Eater and Space Bite, closing their mouths, and goes into it with the Monster Turtle. Then trying to get it into the forest, away from the city. However, Punibion's not gonna let that happen so easily. Yeah, pretty much. Almost sound like they're fighting right now. that was a very convenient timing. So anyway, so Punibion's like, "I don't think so, pup," and this causes Brownny to drop Paper in a Space Bite. He goes like, "I'll help you, Brownny." Brownny tells him to go help the civilians get to safety, starting with the restaurant. So there, and we find out how old Brownny is. Actually, he's 21 at the start of the series. He's actually 21 years old, and some of his friends are arranging. I think one of his. Well, I'll reveal that when I get to them, because there is going to be an issue where we find out where the other plush toys, his other plush toy friends are that were mentioned in issue 1. So when we get there, I will officially mention what the age of them are, but they are granted young adults like Brownny is. So you probably can guess around what I just said Brownny was. So anywho, so as the attack continues, Hiko tries to actually free Paper Bite and Space Bite from their muzzles, because these are actually, like they are in real life, were toys that he once had, and he wondered maybe if he could control these two, it could help Brownny in the battle. He does manage to succeed with that, but then the Monster Turtle intercepts Paper Eater and Space Bite's attacks, and then it goes to attack. The Monster Turtle goes to attack Hiko. Brownny blocks it, telling him again, "Go get the civilians to safety." And Hiko is determined. He's like, "Brownny, I can fix this." Almost kind of slight reference to a scene from Ninja Turtles 2, the Jim Henson movies, when Raphael was about to go into battle with the Foot Clan. Hi, we were looking for some kind of sarcastic line, he said. "Geez, whatever happened to service with a smile?" And then he turned to Kino, who was with him. Get out of here, kid. Go tell the others. Go, go. I'm not gonna just run, or I'll kick your butt. So apparently, Hiko trying to fix this, it ends up getting worse because Punibion keeps blasting Hiko, eventually also causing his whole, because Hiko's actually trying to I think it says in here he actually tries to repair the restaurant that just got blasted, but well, at least the foyer part of the restaurant, and because of the fact that he's trying to, Punibion keeps blasting him, it ends up wrecking more of the restaurant, thus bringing the whole thing down. And eventually, Brownny and Hiko are saved by Sakura with her arrows from her magic bow that has the spirit of the tiger, as I mentioned in the last one. So Punibion gets up, he's like, I'm gonna retreat for now, but I'll be back. Then, of course, Hiko kind of looks in shock at the restaurant, the damages and everything, and some of the other citizens, and other kind of around the area, kind of looking. Some of them are afraid, and some of them are kind of angry. And then, of course, Hiko really comes down on himself real hard, just runs off crying that it's all his fault, runs into the forest, and eventually he comes across Julie, who enters his mind in order to calm him down. So like I mentioned she was going to do there, and also explained how she was able to get everyone out of the restaurant before it got destroyed there. So, and then relieved that Julie's okay and the fact that everybody in the restaurant's okay, yeah, Hiko just immediately, hugs her out of relief. Then after that, a few moments later, Sakura's watching what's about to happen. After Hiko completely calms down, and Julie admits, I've only known you for one day, Hiko, and you've already become like another little brother to me. And Hiko's like, well, wait, aren't we all kind of the same age? And Julie states, well, yes, but I was born minutes before my twin brother Tim. Twins, and she was the twin that was born first. And after being in Hiko's head, she realized that she's 10 days older than Hiko. So they're in the same year, but Julie is 10 days ahead. This is actually a reference in real life of Casey's actual birthday, the one that Julie's based off of. One of the ones that's based off of her, where both me and Casey's birthdays are in March, and I'm thinking that's probably how the character they're pretty much gonna have the same birthdays as we do to make it kind of easy to remember. And Casey's birthday does come ahead of mine. Mine's on March 31st. One way I remember Casey's birthday, because a lot of time I end up singing happy birthday to her, and it'd be like a day or two before the actual birthday. But the thing that always makes me know that her birthday is coming is St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, the minute I see St. Patrick's Day coming, I'm like, oh yeah, Casey's birthday's coming up. So I admit my memory. You would think I would remember her birth date by now, but at least I do have some way of. At least I do have that to hey, Casey's birthday's coming. Forgive me for that, but yeah, at least I do remember when it's coming. So, but yeah, either way, it is ahead of mine. And in real life, also, she's actually a year older than I am. Another reason why, in real life, I call her my big sis there. So, also with that, she explains that she has psychic powers. That's how she was able to see into Hiko's mind and calm him. Also able to levitate things, you know, pretty much like Psychic does there. She's actually was born like this, and only her grandparents and parents know about this. Now, there's going to be something we're going to find out a little later. I'm not going to spoil it just yet, because this is something that Casey actually wanted for Julie's character, but there's a particular way we're going to bring it in here, so not going to spoil it, but it is involving her parents there, so no spoilers. But anyway, they're the only ones that know about her powers, her parents and her grandparents and some of her family, aside from them. And she says that she can help Hiko control his magic abilities as well as his mental state. It's revealed here that Hiko is ADHD, as was mentioned in some previous videos there. ADHD, which explains the hyperactivity and all that. And yeah, then also, excuse me. We also it's revealed that Naomi is autistic, and yeah, she comes up. Actually, she comes up saying, you know, to Hiko, you know, sometimes I messed up because I don't fully understand something. Julie instantly is like, "You're autistic, aren't you?" And of course, not a lot of them know about autism except for Julie, of course. First thing they ask is like, is that the same as ADHD? So Julie actually explains this to them, you know, not completely, but there are similarities there. And the reason why Julie is very knowledgeable of this is because her parents work with special needs children. They, you know, children that obviously are autistic, ADHD, also learning disorder, mood disorders, dyslexia, and pretty much all your different types of you know, disorders that there are out there. So that's how she learned a lot about the conditions of these different disorders and stuff like that. So, which is why she offers to help Hiko to be able to control his powers and everything. And of course everybody else is in, you know, like in Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yugi got ready to battle Kaiba, everyone put your hands together. Now mark us with a special sign. Well, what gives, Taya? It's a symbol of our friendship, so that when Yugi's dueling, no matter how hard it gets, he'll know that we're right there beside him. So similar to that, no, they don't. I don't exactly copy like drawing, you know, the symbol. Oh, there, but they do put their hands together because, you know, Power Rangers has done this too. You know, except in their case they would do Power Rangers, and you know that little ending music with the critics and stuff. So everybody says they're in. Zayden mentions that he's in, of course, and even does a little line from the Flash in the Justice League movie. Both the I think it was basically the Joss Whedon. I gotta check the Zack Snyder. I gotta check the Snyder cut again because I've only watched it once because that movie was long. It's good. It is good. Check it out. But it is very long. You probably have to watch it in parts. But I actually managed to watch it straight through the first time I saw it there. Boy, that was a challenge. But I think this was in, as far as I can remember, I think it was in the Joss Whedon version when Flash said, "Stop right there. I'm in." You're in? Just like that? Yeah. I need friends. And this is kind of what Zayden says here. Thought it'd be a cool thing to throw in, because that's kind of why he easily buddied up with Hiko. It hasn't been said yet. I'm still working on that part, like how long Zayden and Hiko have known each other. You know, you're already considering Hiko, you know, his buddy and everything. But I can guarantee you it's not a very, very long time. Chances are, I would say at the most that Hiko and Zayden probably may have known each other a year. Or it could possibly be, I would say it's possible that it might be a year. Maybe during, or better yet, I would say maybe the first, maybe he just had moved into Shreveport kind of when the summer started there. So yeah, maybe he only knew Hiko like at least a week before they got into Yumeko there. So yeah, that's a possibility. And just, you know, instantly like, yeah, you're my buddy now, yeah. So it could happen. So that's probably what it'll end up being there. And I've got a little bit of issue 7. Now something I hadn't completed it yet, and I am in the process of changing some things around in issue 7. Issue 6 is pretty much the way it's going to be. Also, one of the things, Sakura is going to pop up at the end of it, offering to help leading into issue 7. Now that part's going to stay the same. Yeah, Sakura will be there, and they're going to implement their plan to, you know, they're gonna start training, especially in Hiko's case, to help focus his magic abilities and everything, so they can all be ready for a rematch with Punibion. So yeah, that's pretty much what it got. I would go into what's in issue 7 and so forth, but like I say, it's in the midst of rewrites for issue 7. So I'm just gonna leave it with what I got with issue 6, and like I say, when I get issue 7 done, and maybe a little bit further, all depending on how I feel, I'll be giving you another update with that there. And until then, oh, and make sure y'all also like the video. You know, you subscribe, by some of the comments we do have, and support us on Patreon as well. And until then, we will see y'all later. Take care, everybody.